Hey guys, today we're back with another gun review, and today on the channel we'll be reviewing the Henry All-Weather 4570. Stay tuned for this one. Alright guys, we're back. Once again today we're going to be reviewing the Henry All-Weather 4570. This is a big boy right here, and I've been looking forward to reviewing it for a long time. Finally got some ammunition in for it. It took us a while to get some 4570, but we finally have it in, and now we're ready to rock and roll. So, looking at a few things here, this is the all-weather edition. So what that means is this stainless steel? No, it is a hard chrome that Henry actually puts on the rifle itself, and it bonds to the metal underneath. So there's no flaking, no rust, anything like that. It's corrosion resistant, and it actually is stronger than stainless steel. So, you know, a lot of people is like, hey, I'd rather have a stainless steel, whatever else. This is actually, technically speaking, stronger than stainless steel. So they even went to the most extreme. So every single one of the screws on it are stainless steel themselves. So they're not even blued or whatever else. They want this gun to be one that you can, technically speaking, ride hard and put up wet. So this is a 5+1, so 5 in the magazine tube, 1 in the chamber, and it's a big caliber 4570. This right here will put down anything in the lower 48 states, and I'd hate to run across something to see that it couldn't put down. So let's go ahead and shoot it. Well, well, not sure what went on there. I know I didn't short stroke it, but that's the first round that we fired through it. So let's go ahead and see if anything else goes on with it. Just letting y'all know, that steel plate there is rated for 300, or not 300, but 308. And it put it on its rear end. There we go, that and stood up to tell the tale. So, not sure what went on with that first round, but hopefully we won't run into that anymore. Like I said, I know I didn't short stroke it. I actually had a Henry 22 long rifle when I was little, and one of my dad's buddies come up here and wanted to be the rifleman, so he started slinging it around, doing all that stuff, whatever else. Half-cocked a shell into it, destroyed the extractor, so there went my 22 when I was little, and I never got one back, so I still hold that against him to this day. I know if you watch, you know who you're talking about too, but that's a little story I thought I'd tell. But so if you want to reload this thing, what you need to do is take it, throw it open. You can then throw one into the chamber, close it up, drop that hammer so nobody knows, so you know it's not going to accidentally go off while you're loading it. And then you have two other different methods of loading it into the actual gun itself. You can do the one here where you take this off of it and you can put them into here and it will drop down into the tube. I don't like doing that if I've already loaded one into the chamber, so the way that I like doing it is then loading it into the side. So once again, it is a 5+1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we are now fully loaded up. Let's go ahead and give it to old Cowboy and see what he thinks about it. What'd you think about it?
I like him. That's my kind of gun.
Yes, sir. That thing is beautiful.
I'd have put it down, boys. This is mine. I'm keeping it.
All right, guys, so talking a little bit more about the Henry All-Weather here, we do have a very nice set of wood on the fore end and on the stock as well. It's almost a black wood, absolutely beautiful. I'm trying to get it here in the sun just to show you all how it looks. It's laminated, so it's really hard to see, but it's a absolutely beautiful piece of wood here on the front and back. Almost black, but I mean, it blends in with that hard chrome almost perfectly. That being said, we also have a full Picatinny rail here on top with a peep sight in the back and a blacked out sight in the front. See here if we can get a good sight picture for you all to see. You can see that's what I'm actually looking through whenever I'm shooting it. But if you wanted to mount a rifle scope up here or an EO Tech or whatever else you want to mount on this thing, it's good to go, and you can go ahead and do it. So let's go ahead and load it up this way now. If I can do this with 2 hands. So once again, all you got to do is drop it down the hole there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And also as well, boys, if you've never seen this round, this thing right here, I mean, it's like I said, you can take down the elephant with this gun right here if you want to. One of the actual oldest rounds in production, or still in massive production anyway. I mean, they was using these during the Civil War and during, if I'm not mistaken, even World War I, I think anyway. I know they had the trapdoor that they used in Civil War with them, but very old round, but a good one at that. So let's go ahead and take a few more shots with her. Man, she is a beaut, let me tell you. But she does kick. If you're somebody that is a little bit of a shy to recoil, this would not be the gun for you. They also do make these, if I'm not mistaken, in 30-30, which doesn't kick near as bad as that. And I also think that you can get the all-weather in the big boy edition, which would be 357, 44 Magnum, stuff like that. So, once again, this is a very powerful gun. It's nothing to mess around with for certain whenever it comes to putting something down. But if you want a deer hunt here in southeastern Kentucky, this right here would probably be the best gun that you could buy. That 45-70, that big heavy bullet on it, whenever you shoot this thing, if it hits brush or whatever else, it just keeps on trucking. It's not easily deflected by brush or branches or whatever else. So whatever you aim down on this, more than likely you're going to be hitting with it. Also as well, once again though, that peep sight where it's blacked out in front and the sun's setting a little bit on us today, it's a little bit hard to see them targets, but I can still see a pretty decent amount. But I do enjoy that peep sight on it. But if it was a little bit more in daylight, especially for their targets, it would do a little bit better for me anyway. But that being said, I like the rail on it once again, where I can put whatever I want to when it comes to optics on it. So that's pretty nice. But guys, overall, very, very smooth gun. Henry makes one of the smoothest lever actions on the market because they've been making them for years, and they know what they're doing. There's just no question about it. But guys, if you have any questions or comments on the Henry 4570 all-weather, please leave it in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Once again, thank you to Henry for sending us this rifle, because if it was not for them, we would not be able to review this. But you all know I always tell the God's honest truth any way it goes. But I do like the rifle. But I will say, though, it's a thumper. I mean, I'm sitting here 6'2", 275 pounds, and man, let me tell you something. My shoulder, I can tell, is going to be a little bit hurting in the morning, but if that 45-70 first a deer downrange and I need to kill it, I know I've got something in my hands that can sure do it. But guys, I appreciate y'all viewing as always. Like and subscribe for more gun reviews, and I'll see y'all in the next video.